right, I'm here. What's up, man? I'm here with Jared from Sacred Boxing. We're gonna talk about some jabs. Okay.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So one of the things that I thought was really interesting watching you spar, and then hearing you talk about it, is the similarities between well, just the jabs from my background and obviously just the pure boxing background.
Right.
So let's talk a little bit about that.
Okay.
You have 5 different types of jabs, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I would say probably a little bit more.
Probably more.
5 is a condensed way of breaking it down. So.
Okay. Sweet. Yeah. All right. So because Bruce Lee had 5 different kinds of jabs. Okay. He had just the regular jab.
Okay.
He had the power jab, which got the body behind it.
Yeah.
He had the flicker jab, which would kind of almost be like a finger jab.
Yep.
And he had the body jab, and then he had the the actual finger jab. He separated from the flicker.
Oh, okay.
So, which obviously that wouldn't be sport related, but those were like his 5 things, and he loved boxing. He's a big Muhammad Ali fan, right?
Right.
So you know, what's your style of the jabs, and then let's see where. Because you did one thing that I want to talk about if we get to on how you jab that I was like, oh, that's it.
Okay, okay, so. Sounds good. But yeah, no, most of those that you named are the jabs that I kind of focus on when I talk about the disparity or the variations of the jab. But I would say one that maybe wasn't mentioned was kind of like the up jab.
Yeah.
I've also heard like 45, where you're kind of coming off that center line and catching with the top knuckles, but just. But
you're
and it looks like an uppercut.
Yeah.
It can be thrown as an uppercut. I like to extend. It's like an oblique punch type of thing. Got the rotation going on, and
that's cool.
It's just the opposite of it's out.
I do that a lot because I have like my hand that floats. Okay, because I have this one here and I'm here, and a lot of times it'll start getting right here, right, and then I'll throw like that, which is the very Bruce Lee-esque picture, right there, right, with I think you call it the slant left or the slant right. I don't use it the way like it was talking about in that picture, like if you throw a cross, where I come over and hit like that. Right? I don't have that timing. I wish I did. I'm not saying it doesn't work. I just don't have that. I'll be like, oh, and it's gone, and I got punched in the mouth. But I do use it a lot where I touch like that
in between the
gloves. Yeah, especially if they've got like a tight guard that I know I can like kind of get through with the little vertical thing. So I don't turn it over like that. I just throw it in like that from this kind of angle. From what I've thought about, theorized, is the way, because we always look at the triangle, right, or like the chest area, the clavicle, and kind of unfocus our eyes when we spar, right? Yeah. So the idea is if I put the hand in that spot, it kind of follows that line. So like it's hard to tell the distance of it. Like here, and then there is very like I can't see any elbow movement. I can't see anything. It's just and it's there. Yeah.
And I would say because I was just talking earlier to Seth about sparring a person that's bigger, taller. I see lines better. Just really, truly depends on how fast they are. Like Gabe isn't as easy as some other fighters. But and with shorter fighters, more compact, it's harder to kind of read that line or that grid and know where that path of a straight punch is coming.
Right, so, right. That's cool. So I like that because I would see you here moving, and you would just turn and hit. Oh yeah. Yeah, and I was
trying to look for that angle.
And now he had a key word from talking yesterday. Okay. When you had your perimeter.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So he would set up his perimeter here, right? And then anytime I would enter or your opponent partner enter, you hit him, right? And so it's like, okay, I'm gonna come in here and you hit him. Right. You come in here and you hit him. Even if the guard's up, you're still just like you're doing that so you can set your angles and your traps.
Absolutely. And I think that was kind of like a safeguard towards getting pushed back, because I feel like a lot of times when it comes to punches and striking, defensively a person may just kind of falter back where it's not necessary. It's almost more advantageous to hold that ground. Like my coach would always say, like playing king of the hill, top of the hill, throwing rocks down at the person trying to come up. So I would kind of get my cylinder going, and I use this. I think I called it like a radius jab, to where there's no intention necessarily that I gotta land this punch. but it's more of a
oh yeah, and I'm just like, oh.
It's whipping out to try to almost like down regulate a person from wanting to come in.
Yeah.
More so than attacking or anything else. So
right.
yeah, you got this jab where you come in, you're trying to land something else.
Yeah.
But I use this one as a stay away.
Yeah.
A warning.
Yeah. It desensitivizes me completely from wanting to be like, and it's fast too. So I'm like, oh, I don't want to do that.
Right.
Now, would you say this is more of like an interception, or do you?
I would. Yeah. I like that. So, and I especially say that when it comes to me being a shorter fighter, or I would say me being a taller fighter, working against a shorter fighter. To where I found in my years of experience, I don't truly like sparring shorter fighters opposed to taller fighters. Taller fighter has a more landscape to hit, more options.
Yeah.
A compact short fighter is very hard to kind of pin down.
Right.
And so what I do is I go back to that king of the hill type mentality to where if Ed backed up a little bit and he comes forward, I may have that Mayweather-esque guard right here, and I'm just bringing my arm up. Also, I've heard of like the elephant trunk. Yeah. As it comes up. Yeah. And as I'm intercepting him as he comes in versus trying to probe and I think one of the risks of stepping forward on the jab with kind of like that disregard or understanding where you're trying to land. Yeah. Where it can get like, it can turn into an absolute, and as we know, there's no absolutes in fighting. Yeah, we're not Sith Lords. We don't deal in absolutes. Right. Star Wars. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, dealing with absolutes, it just makes things concrete. That's not, and you have so many variables that come into play when fighting. Yeah. You don't want to. You want to be malleable. You want to be able to, I guess, be like water. Yeah. Oh man, to bring it all back to be like water. Bruce Lee's Jeet Kune Do, literally the way of the intercepting fist. Right. Okay. And this is in practice, right? Yeah. And it's so cool to see the corollaries, right, between boxing, self-defense, kickboxing, whatever, to where it's like a lot of it is I need to interrupt. Like if I get going, I need to interrupt what you are thinking about doing, so I can get you second guessing, so I can do what I need to do. Especially if you don't get on the right. Like if you're, I'm a slow fighter. I like to see what you do, which is not good. Collect information. Yeah, I want to collect information, and then by the time I'm done, I'm like, oh, well, now that's over, and I just got beat up for 2 minutes. Whereas it'd be way better if I could just, I'm going to do this. I don't care what you're going to do. I'm going to intercept your, your, I don't like this quote, but it's a fun quote. I'm going to interrupt your emotional, reaction, your emotional content. Boom, like, what was that? And then you can go. And I would never suspect, just trying to probe in, and you're just doing that radius jab where I'm like, okay, and then it's just constantly there to where I'm now having to I don't want to. How do I do that? You're put more into the decision-making mode than I am. Yeah. Now I know my identity. I'm gonna stand right here. Yep. And whatever he shows me past this, I can adjust to it then. Yeah. But this is gonna be the lead. Yeah. He's gonna get this. You're setting the tone. Setting the tone. I love it. Yeah. Thank you. Awesome, bro. I'll make sure to include a link to his website, or not website, well, maybe the website, but Sacred Boxing on his YouTube channel, on Instagram as well. So make sure to check out Jared out. Appreciate you, sir. Absolutely. Thank you. On. Okay, yeah, you're good. Keep doing it. We're catch that side.